So what's up? So I am on my way to, I have some not errands I have to run. I have to go over to campus really quickly. Well, not really quickly because we were there for like the rest of the day. But I have to go up to campus and what do I have to do? I have to go over to campus. And because I have to go to the bookstore and I have to get something from the bookstore, and I'm going to go see some friends, and then there's a show or something like that on campus later that I have to go to at 6:30, and it's already 4, and I said I might as well stay on campus or stay on that side of town because I don't live on that side of town until that. So I'm going to be over there for not the rest of the day, but for, until I decide to go back home and go to sleep. But I wanted to come on here because I really wish that I could sit you guys down, but I can't. Because I know in my last video I was talking about how I broke up with somebody that I was with that was we were together for years. So I know, like, after my breakup, a lot of my friends were able to come to me and they were like, how did you do it? Like, a lot of them did come to me, like, who were in the same situation as I was in, who was with somebody that was, you're with them for years, how do you break up? Like, blah, blah, blah. And I would give them advice, and I was like, you know what? Maybe that's what I should do for you guys, for people who are in relationships that y'all in relationships for years and you kind of want to get out of it, but you at the same time you still care about that person and you don't want to hurt them. So here's my advice. It's a quick little video, but yeah, sorry I don't have the cute little background, but I had something to do, and it came to me like literally right when I walked out the house. So yeah, but so me and my ex, we got together. So as you guys know, I live in Tallahassee, but I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. So me and my ex, we got together October. No, we met each other, what's before? I think September, October? We met each other around September. I don't know why I'm going this way. It's fine. We met each other around September, and yeah, I really should have went the other way. That's okay though. We met each other around September, and we ended up getting together around October, making it official around October. And like when we first met, it was nice. Like when we first met, it was chill. It was really like, okay, this isn't bad. This is okay. I like you, you like me. Because before me and him got together, I was with this guy, and he cheated on me. But like I was with him, but it was just like, how you have the situations where you're messing around and he wants to just make it something. So I just ended up making it something because he wanted to make it something. So that's just how it ended up going down. So, but he ended up cheating on me. But honestly, I really didn't care. I'm going to be like, I'm dead. Like, I'm so serious right now. I really didn't care that he cheated because, like, I didn't have feelings for him. Like, it was just, okay, we were messing around. You're cute. I'm cute. Let's, mess around. And then, like, he wanted to, like, just make it official. But I was like, but I was like, fine. And then he cheated. And I was like, I don't really care. Whatever. But, yeah. So, and me and him ended up getting together after him. And me and him, we never like took a break or anything like that. We never like was like, okay, like we never had an on-off relationship. It was very consistent. Like there were times like we were pissed at each other, but then there are also times where it was like, hey, what's up? Like, oh my God, I love you, all this and all that. But we did have our issues, as every relationship has their issues, and my issues were the same since day one. I cannot say or stress that to him as much. My issues was the same since day one. I'm trying to figure out what I have going. As I told you guys, I didn't feel like I could be me. I don't know. I just felt like I couldn't be me. I felt like he had me in such this, like, no disrespect towards him. He was a great guy, amazing guy. But I just felt like he had me in this, like, when we first got together, he had this image of me that he just kept hold of to for so long. And I'm like, I'm trying to grow as a person. That's not who I am. And I felt like his definition of caring for someone and loving someone was different than my definition of caring and loving someone. So that also kind of, like, put a hold on our relationship also. So, like, our issues were, like, the same, but it was like, you know what, I'm going to stick around and I'm going to do what I need to do and I'm going to be with him. Then it got to the point of where I was like, you know what, I need to change for the better. I need to change for me. I'm getting older and I'm like, I feel like I'm not growing as older as I'm getting as the years pass. I feel like I'm not growing. And I know that I want to grow. I know that there are certain things that I want to do. And, like, I felt like he wasn't supportive of the things that I want to do. Like, you guys know, I don't know if you guys know, but I am a dancer. I do dance with a team at FAMU, Reconstruction Dance Troupe, High Definition Chapter Incorporated. I said that so wrong. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. But, yeah, like, I would have dance shows, and I feel like before them, I was on a TCC dance team, and he went to one of those shows, and this is why we're together. And then for Rico, he went to one of my shows for my new dance team that I am at FAMU, that I am on FAMU. And I just felt like he just didn't support what I wanted to do, because at the end of the day, I definitely want to be a dancer. Dancing is life for me. I love dancing. I love modeling also, but number one to me is dancing. And I just felt like he didn't support what I wanted to do. I don't feel like he took it as a joke, but I don't feel like he understood that that's something that I wanted to do at the end of the day. Like, this is the reason why I'm getting off work early, or I'm sacrificing going to X, Y, and Z to do dance. Like, and I feel like he didn't understand that. I felt like he just didn't support what I was trying to do, and he couldn't see the bigger picture like me. He didn't feel like that was something serious. So, like, as I'm realizing that, as I'm losing friends and going, I went through so much in my life. But I feel like a lot of people, like, with him, I went through a lot of ups and downs with him. And I feel like I was talking to one of my friends, and she was telling me about her relationship. And she was talking about how she feels like they went through a lot. Like, he was with her when she had nothing, and she was with him when he had nothing. And he said, no, the thing was, she had nothing and he was with her, and she feels like she wants to be there for him, but she's just not happy. You know what I mean? Like, y'all went through X, Y, and Z. He still stuck around and you still stuck around, so you're like, you feel like you owe it to him to not leave him at this point. But that's not the situation. You stuck around, which was good. He stuck around, which was good, but that's not everything. It's really not. Your happiness comes as number one. Like, okay, I did this favor for you. You were my friend at the time where I did this favor for you. Like, I owe you one. But at the end of the day, my happiness comes first. And I feel like that's not a lot of people don't understand. If the love isn't there, what's the point of you guys being together? Y'all can be friends. Y'all can still have that strong relationship as a friend. Like, me and my ex, we're still on cool terms. Like, we're friends. Like, I still have his number. I text him. You know, we're still cool. Like, but with me, it's really hard. So let's do it when it comes to family. My family knew about him. His family knew about me. I went and visited his family. He came to Jacksonville, visited my family. He was at the hospital when my nephew was born and everything. So I feel like when family is involved, it's definitely harder. When family and friends are involved, like our friends were involved, like people was like, I see you guys getting married. I was at the point where I was like, you know what, this is someone who I want to marry and everything. Like I really had those thoughts, and everybody knew about us. Everybody knew. If, like, in Tallahassee, you knew, if you knew me or if you knew him, you knew we were together. Like, you knew we were together. Like, I would literally go out to places with my friends, like my guy friends, and like I'll come home and he'll be like, oh, my friend said he's seen you with a dude, but I already know this dude, so blah, blah, blah. Like, if someone see me with a guy, they would go to him. But it was like, he already knew that I was with the guy, and 9 times out of 10, the guy, you know, was not straight. So he already knew. So it would be funny that he would go back and it would be like, hey, we've seen her at the mall. She was with some girls, something like that, which was hilarious. So it was like, I felt like I couldn't go anywhere and just not have to worry about somebody looking at me or seeing somebody, or like, what if I went to the mall to get you a surprise gift or something like that? Somebody would have told you that I was there. Like, you would be like, why are you at the mall? You didn't tell me you were at the mall, type of situation. So, but yeah, so like, when it gets to like the point where everyone knows that you guys are together, everyone is kind of like involved in your relationship just as much as you are, it's hard to tell people, you know, it's over, and to not have like, oh, he cheated or she cheated, not have all that. adjusted to it. We just weren't meant to be together. You know what I mean? So honestly, when we first broke up, when I first felt like, this just wasn't it, I didn't have anyone to go to, because everyone was either team us, or most of my friends, like, I didn't really tell people. Like, people knew I was in a relationship, but people didn't know how deep it was. Like, I'm not the type of person, if I'm going to my relationship, I'm not gonna tell other people. Like, that's just not it. You'll see a difference in me. Like, first in a relationship, I was sleeping at my friends' houses. I wasn't really home like that. I didn't want to be home. I didn't really want to be in that environment. If I was home, I would stay in the room. Like, I would just be in my own little world, mostly. So, and the fact he didn't even notice those little things, that I wasn't around as much, and that I had my own little world going on without him. And that was one of the key factors. Like, you have your own little world going on. You're not even noticing this other person, what this other person has going on. And I feel like, so, like, with family, like, when we broke up around May, I think. It was like May. What is it? May, June, July? I think it's like around May or June. And I think it was around May. We broke up, but we were still living in the same household, because we were both living there, and the lease wasn't up until July. And I was like, I might as well not leave early. I might as well just leave when the lease is up. Like, there's no point in me leaving a couple months early when I don't even have a place to stay yet. I haven't looked for a place or nothing like that. So June came around, and my brother was graduating, and I knew my brother wanted him there, because him and my brother were cool. So we had to go to Jacksonville, my hometown, go to my brother's graduation, and act like we were together. It was interesting. It was very, very interesting to have sat there, and mainly because I didn't want to, like, just go on myself and like, oh yeah, we're not together, because I knew I wanted to focus on my brother. He's graduating high school. Like, that's amazing. That's the last child of my mother's to graduate, so I knew how important it was and all that good stuff. Can you let me over? Thank you. Because there's, like, a situation going on there. Police officers, can you see them? I don't think y'all can, but yeah. So that was weird. I hate this. This road is stupid. Stupid. But yeah. Oh my god, I have to do, like, the most extra stuff ever. Gosh. Okay. So yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to drive, and, like, the area that I'm driving in, like, it's retarded and stupid and annoying, and just, I have to just do a lot of extra stuff that I did not need to do to get to where I have to be. But yeah, so we had to go up there. We had to kind of act like we were together, and it was weird, but, like, it wasn't too bad, because, like, it wasn't too bad, because it wasn't like we had to, like, sleep in the same bed or do anything like that. Like, he kind of, like, when we go there, he's kind of in his own little world with my brother. I'm in my own little world with my sister and my mom. So it's not too bad, but at the same time, it's still, like, it's awkward. Like, they're asking me, oh, how are you guys doing? What do you guys have planned for this? What do you guys have planned for that? Blah, blah, blah. So that's the other side. The lighting's bad. But yeah. Oh, FSU, if you guys could see it. Yeah, I'm over here at FSU, and I have to be at FAMU. Yeah, I went the wrong way. But yeah, so when I did end up breaking up, I went up there July or something like that, and I told them that we broke up after my brother's graduation. I told them we broke up sometime in June. Yeah, I told them we broke up sometime in June, and yeah, they were like, oh, why did you? So first when I was up there for graduation, I did tell one of my sisters, and then I think I told my other sister, and then I think I told my mom, or I told my mom before I told my other sister. I'm not sure. So I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, one or the other. Not 100% sure, but yeah. But that's how it was. And so when I ended up telling her, she was like, oh, why? What happened? And we kind of, like, had this whole little conversation outside, and she was like, so what happened between you and so and I'm like, well, this happened. Why did you guys break up? I just wasn't happy. We just weren't meant to be, blah blah blah. Okay, well, blah blah blah. As long as you're okay. She was very supportive of it. On his side, because we are still friends, so once he did tell his mother about it, his mother definitely, I don't know what he told his mother, but his mother, he did tell me that his mother does feel some type of way towards me, but that is what it is. Can't tell you more. But friends finding out about it, we did have separate friends, but most of our friends was kind of his friends, because I went through a lot of phases where I was losing friends, gaining friends. There was a lot going on in my life at that time. So like the friends that I did have, they were my friends solely. So like they knew of him, but they probably met him like once or twice. So it wasn't that hard for me to tell them, oh, you're breaking up. Like it wasn't that hard. They're like, oh, okay, why? They're like, oh, okay, on to the next topic type situation. But I don't know about his friends, what happened when he told his friends. But yeah, so it is what it is. So that part was actually kind of easy, but at the same time it is weird, because like his birthday came at the end of December last year, and my mom texted him and told him happy birthday. Weird. Like when my mom then comes up here, he's like, well, hey, can I hang out with you guys when she comes up? And I'm like, no. Like, I need my family to understand that we're not together. I need you to understand that we're not together. I don't want to give off this image like maybe there's something still hanging by a thread. There isn't. So that does come into hard time when you're still friends with your ex, them, especially once, like when you're the sole person, like, okay, I feel like we should be over, because he didn't feel as if we should be over. It wasn't like a mutual agreement, it was definitely a me agreement. So that does come into play where it's hard at that point. But like you have to be like, my mom's coming to town for a short, and they're like, oh, well, you know, why don't I come hang out with you guys, or why don't I go out to dinner? It's like, no, because like there's nothing there. Like it's over. Like we're not getting back together, and I need him to like understand that. But I feel like he doesn't understand that at times. But you know, it's hard, you know, it is, because I still want to be a friend, because I don't want to have any beef towards you. I felt like when we first got together, we probably should have stayed as just friends, but it's hard. So yeah, that was just my little video about, you know, how my breakup was, breaking up with someone who you were together with for a long time, and someone you did see your future with, and now you don't see that future with them anymore. So yeah that was my little video, and I am at my destination. I am at my destination at this point. Oh gosh, let's not mess up the car. What are you doing? I don't know. But yeah, so that was my little thing. So just make sure if you want to break up with someone who you've been with for years, just remember the reason why. Don't just do it because y'all got into one little small argument and you're like, I'm tired. Do it because you know this is something for you. Do it, you know, like, don't just do it just to do it. Make sure there's reason behind it. Make sure that you're like, no, I don't want to be with you anymore. Because don't break up with them and then you're like, let's get back together. Like, you have to know, because y'all have been together for a long time. You can't just end that and then try to get back with that. Know that that is something that you want to do, but you know, it's hard. It is. It really is hard. I'm not gonna say it was easy doing it, especially doing it with someone who and it wasn't a mutual situation. Just make sure you know, like, it's best for you at the end of the day. Make sure that you're thinking about yourself. But this video has been 20 minutes, almost 20 minutes long. So you guys, that's just my little you know, my breakup story. Reason why you broke up, and just breaking up with someone who you've been with for a long time. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely give me some ideas of videos you guys want me to do. This was a nice little video of my little drive to the other side of town. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Bye.